Let's quiet down.
Alright. Do you know how many times I have been called an immigrant, Asian, Mexican, or anything of racist, words, or anything like that? So many people judge you because of your race, and they don't even know who you are yet. They say that you're gonna rob this store because you're black. They're saying that you're smoking weed outside just because you're Hispanic. And one of my friends filled out an application to Walmart, and they filled out the same information for both, only that one said white and one said black. And the one that got a call back was the one that was white. So that was pretty racist. And racism goes way back. Our history is based on racism, with black people sold as slaves to Americans, and the unforgettable order that Hitler made, which was to kill all those who didn't have blue eyes and blonde hair. It affected our present by changing our perspectives on everyone and the way we live. Even to this day, the KKK remains alive with the belief that their race is superior to every other one. They're saying that every other race is inferior and they are not worthy to be praised or even acknowledged. And it is very disrespectful to judge someone by their race. Even in Arizona, when they passed a law that they could pull you over for looking foreign or like an immigrant, my uncle was pulled over and he was asked for his documents. He was asked if he was an immigrant, if he came here illegally, and he even had his car checked. And to me, that was just saying that our government and our nation as a whole, it's not fair anymore. Even when it started, it's always been a cycle, going from generation to generation, going out of control. We don't live in a perfect world, and we don't live in any way that we could be treated as equally. Everybody is judged by what they look like. And like, blacks are arrested for drug possessions. They are 48 times more likely to wind up in jail than white people that are accused for the same possession. Black and Latinos are 3 times more likely than white men to be stopped by the police and have their cars checked. And maybe that's because they look like they're immigrants. You can't even tell if somebody's an immigrant or not. They could have blue eyes and they could have blonde hair. They could just look straight up white. They could look straight up black. People are Dominican. People are from the north part of Mexico. People look different. Everybody is different. You can't judge somebody because of that. And I know everybody in here has at least one racist story that they have been in. That's because nobody's treated fairly. And I have been called immigrant illegal by some people that I know. And even though I take that as offensive, it still gets to me very deeply, because you don't know what people go through to get here. You don't know what people do in other countries. People can get killed because of what they look like, and even in this country. So, I mean, just think about it when you look at somebody who's Asian, or people who look white, people who are black, anything. And I know that many of you think that I look Asian. I'm not Asian. I have been called Asian so many times. Like, everywhere I go, people would be like, oh, I thought you were Filipino. I thought you were Asian. I speak Spanish. Come on now. It affects us so much to this day. I mean, I heard that one of the teachers here, I forgot what the story was, I'm sorry, but she was discriminating against some students. And even in other schools, they say that, like, oh, go make me some tacos. Oh, no, you don't belong here. Go back to your country. Speak English. Well, we actually had the time to learn your language. We had the time to come here and learn something and be someone in life. So, I mean, why can't everybody do that? And even though this topic is, like, kind of important, because to me it is, I mean, like, Hitler back in the day, he thought that Jewish people weren't normal. That's why he didn't like them. He got, like, people that didn't look, with, like, blonde hair and blue eyes, he got them to be killed. And that's just not fair. And I think that racism really is a cycle, and we're just spreading it onto the next generations to come. And if you really think about it, how will our kids be affected? How will the next generation be affected? And you know how kids are with, like, they don't care what you look like, they don't care what you do. You end up being friends with them, and that's how you make good relationships with people. So, I mean, before you judge somebody besides, like, how they are, you should really think about how they are, not as in what they look like. So, try to make this world a better place, because it's not perfect, and we should live without stereotypes. So.